Greetings children. In our Tier 2 syllabus, we were discussing about Unit B, Network Devices. As I have already told you, I have divided this chapter into 4 parts. This is the fourth and the final part of those 4 parts. This is for class 6. The subject is computers. I am Sibasis Sandilya and I welcome you to today's class. So, till now we have discussed about many different network devices. We have discussed what are network devices, what are their uses, how they help us to transfer data from one device to another. Till now we have discussed about various devices. Today we are going to further our discussion and discuss about 2 more devices. So, till now we have discussed about NIC or the network interface card. We have discussed about the hub, the switch, the router, the bridge and the repeater. Today we are going to discuss about the gateway and the modem. So first of all, gateway. A gateway is a device that connects two dissimilar networks for communication. It connects multiple networks and passes packets from one to another. Gateways actually repackage information so that it can be read by another system. When data packets needs to be sent to another network beyond the current LAN, they are first sent to the default gateway. So basically what happens when you want to enter from the road to your house, or when you want to enter from one room to another room in your house, what do you need? You need a threshold, you need a gateway, a door, a gate, something like that, so that you can pass from one place into some other place. In the same way, when data packets, that means data blocks or pieces of data, needs to be transferred from one type of network to another type of network, then we will be using a gateway. So a gateway is a device that connects two dissimilar networks and it helps us to transfer data packets from one network to another. So if two LANs have nothing in common, the connection between them is made through a gateway. Basically, if you have two different LAN connections and they have nothing in common, so connect a gateway between them, then one computer from one LAN can communicate with another computer from the second LAN. It is the most complex of all the networking devices. Gateways transmit data slower than bridges or routers because of the complex translations they conduct. So, let us say one network is following certain protocols, they have a different set of language, and another network has a different set of language and different protocols. So, if we are trying to connect those two networks through a gateway, then definitely it has to translate the protocols or the language of one network to the language or protocol of the other network. So it is a bit slower. Dissimilar networks are those networks which follow different protocols for communication. For example, a gateway may act as an interface between a home network and the internet. Now here are some fill up the blanks. Dash devices are component used to connect computers or other electronic devices together. The second one is gateways transmit data slower than dash because of the complex translations they conduct. Number 3 is routers are located at dash, the places where two or more networks connect. Number 4, dash is the simplest type of connectivity device that regenerates digital signals. Pause the video. Try to do this yourself in your book. Now let us move on. So these are the answers. Number 1. Network devices are components used to connect computers or other electronic devices together. Number 2. Gateways transmit data slower than bridges or routers because of the complex translations they conduct. Number 3. Routers are located at gateways, the places where 2 or more networks connect. Number 4. Repeater is the simplest type of connectivity device that regenerates digital signals. I hope everyone did everything correctly. If you did something wrong, please erase the wrong answers and note down the correct answers. Pause the video if required. Now let us move on. The next set of questions. Number 1. The process of converting digital signals to analog signal is called dash. The options are demodulation, distribution, regeneration and modulation. Number 2. Dissimilar networks are those networks which follow different dash for communication. And the options are lines, protocols, switches and rules. Pause the video if you need more time. Try to find the correct answer yourself. Now let us move on. So these are the answers. The process of converting digital signals to analog signal is called modulation. Dissimilar networks are those networks which follow different protocols for communication. Pause the video if you need more time. Note down the correct answers if you have done anything wrong. And let us move on to the next part. So the next and the final device that we are going to discuss today is a modem. Modem performs modulation and demodulation of signals. Now what are modulation and demodulation? I am going to explain it to you later on. Just follow it now. Modems perform modulation and demodulation of signals. A modem is used for connecting computers to the internet. So through a modem, computers are connected to the internet. A modem links your home network to the internet through your internet. So if you have a home network, if you have a network which connects all your electronic devices together inside your home, then a modem can connect those electronic devices to the internet. So this is how a modem looks like. Now let us discuss what are modulation and demodulation. Modulation is the process of converting digital signals to analog signals. See, there were two types of signals, right? One is digital, which uses ones and zeros, and there are analog signals which use waves. So demodulation is the process of converting analog to digital signals. So remember like this: modulation, digital to analog; demodulation, analog to digital. Just remember this much. The definition will flow into your answer sheet whenever you remember this type of things smartly. Now the final set of questions. Write the name of each of the devices given below. The first one is done for you, that is the bridge. Try to write down the answers without flipping your book, without going back and looking for the pictures. Let us see for ourselves how much we remember. Use your pencil and pause the video and try this yourself. Now let us move on. So these are the answers. I hope everyone did everything correctly. Even if you have done anything wrong, erase the wrong answers, write down the correct answers, and try to remember which part you did wrong. So this brings us to the end of today's class. This brings us to the end of today's chapter, and also this brings us to the end of Tier 2's computer syllabus. So at this point, I hope everyone have understood everything properly. If you have any doubt, you know my WhatsApp number, you know my phone number also. Call me, message me, contact me and ask if you have any doubt. And please note, revise carefully several times. Your exams are approaching, so please be prepared and try to clear your doubts as soon as possible so that you can revise repeatedly. Okay. So with this note, I am Sibasis Sandilya signing out. Thank you everyone for watching today's video. Have a nice day.